Hello and welcome to the fourth part of my tutorial series about the Python basics, and now we are heading to the topic strings. Before that I will just give you the solution for the tasks, and the tasks which I imagined in the last video, and I didn't imagine them correctly because the last task was unsolvable. Because if you got only 1345, you also need the operators multiply, and you also have to use the large number as often as you want. And if you have that, you can have our large number divided with 10 so that we get 13. And yes, that number we want to multiply with so now we got 65. I'm really sorry, but at the moment this are my first videos. Not many people are watching them. I hope no one was confused by the task I gave. Yeah, next time I will think a little more before I imagine some tasks. Yes. So, but now let's head to our next topic, the strings. What is a strings? A string is a list or a collection of characters or signs or letters, like any other word, any text. For example, a string is hello world. If we have our print function, it accepts a string, and we can here type anything, and anything is in that case a string. And we get a string. The string is printed, and we get our string, which is in that case ASDFKJASFD, our white space, and then the other signs. So a string can also be digits, but these digits are not meant to be calculated with. They are part of the text in that case, and as long as you have the quotation marks, the collection of our digits is not a number but a string. So how do you define or how do you declare a string? As already mentioned, strings are marked with quotation marks at the beginning and at the end of the string. There can be an empty string like this one, which begins and ends with quotation marks. You can decide for yourself if you want to use 1 or 2 quotation marks. And you can also use quotation marks in the string. For example, if you wanna write I love my husband, which is named Martin, we will get a mistake. Why we will get a mistake? Because we tell the program the string ends here and a new string starts here. But the string doesn't know that Martin and our quotation marks also are part of the string. So what we're gonna do, we can use a backslash. If we put a backslash before our quotation marks, we mark them as part of the string. But we can also just use the 1 quotation marks, because if we use 1 quotation mark, the program is waiting and looking for another single quotation mark and not the double one. So what you can do with strings is a lot. Later you will know how useful they are and how important they are for programming. Now you're thinking maybe, why do I need them? But in our next topic we get a little bit closer to things where our variables will get more hand in hand. For now I just want to show you some functions you can do with our strings. one important function is the length function. So what is length? Length gives us obviously the length of our string. And with that I mean 41, which is the number of signs the string contains, including the white space. We can also count a substring in a string. What is a substring? For example, in this string A, there is the word love. And we can show us how often the word love is contained in the string. For that, we type our variable we named A. And yeah, with the function count, he already mentioned some functions which we can use with strings. If we type a.count and that in our braces we type in our substring, love in that case, he will count how many instances of love are in the string, in that case 1. Or we can even have one single character like I. And now we get the value 4 because there's an I, there's an I, there's an I, and yeah, there. So 4 I's. And of course, if we have the uppercase I, we get 0 because there's no uppercase I. So in a string, it's important to make difference between an uppercase and a lowercase letter. So apart from that, there are special characters in a string. I already mentioned if you type backslash and then a quotation mark, the quotation mark is printed. Oh, first of all, I should print the variable A. So now it is printed, and because of the backslash, the quotation mark is also printed. If we type an N instead of the quotation mark, you see he will begin a new sentence. And if we type a T, it is the T characterizes the tab. So yeah, it's like we are using the tab key at our keyboard while writing a text. And that's probably it. That are strings. So there are a lot of more functions you can do with strings, like getting an index, getting a substring, but we won't get to anything. We won't get any benefit if I show you 1000 functions. But as you can clearly see on this website, there are a lot of functions you can just do with a string. There are also packages you can import, like string, and then you get even more functions. So, with that being said, I am finished, and I hope you kind of enjoyed the videos through my spelling mistakes and stuff like that. I hope I see you in the next video. Have a nice day, evening, and see you. Bye bye.